down, look at the difference. And there's a great picture, look at that. And at Pink Flowers 1973, giving away your age there, says at FIA Farnborough, having an amazing time. There you go, look at that. And good to see the young person in the back of the drink as well. Another one here, another picture, enjoying an ice cream at Lego City PD at FIA Farnborough. Please say happy birthday to Stu Pittman, it's a birthday. Please say happy birthday to Stu Pittman. We're going to open the floodgates here. Surprise trip here today for his 40th. I tell you what, that is a result for his 40th. I hope you're having a great time.
It was Mark's 40th 2 days ago.
Is that right?
There we go, he hasn't invited you, has he?
Look at that. You don't look a day over 35. There you go. And here's another, oh look at this, we've got the Vulcan in here. Stratton, we've got Apparatus 1405.
Takeoff coming left. 9 radio. 9. Smoke, lights on, go. Power, parking brake.
Red 1 welcoming everybody here to the Farnborough International Airshow. The 9 headlights come on. All 9 Rolls-Royce outdoor engines power up to full power. The front 3 aircraft, Reds 1, 2 and 3, reduce the power a little bit. Directly behind Reds 4 and 5, and at the very back Reds 6, 7, 8 and 9. They release the brakes immediately. 1 second later, Reds 4 and 5 roll. 2.5 seconds, Reds 6 to 9. Those engines now accelerate the aircraft. They're already doing around 100 miles an hour, and they'll be lifting off at about 150 miles an hour. So Reds 1, 2 and 3 lift off. Reds 4 and 5 hop airborne. Guys on there, you'll see Red 7 on the far right as you see it. Will tuck in to form the box formation. As they perform this display takeoff. The idea of this takeoff is to get all 9 aircraft together from the runway as quickly as possible. So shortly you'll hear Red 6 call turn. You can already see that Reds 4 and 5 have joined the front 3. And after he calls turn, the formation will come left and they will form our Diamond 9 formation. Jet fleet to deliver combat air, or using our new air mobility fleet to support ongoing operations or deliver humanitarian aid across the globe. The Red Arrow's purpose is to demonstrate the strengths and relevance of the Royal Air Force. Most importantly, 7 go upside down. Now 8 and 9 will match their formation underneath in the mirror pass. Boys and girls, give the synchro pair a wave as they fly past upside down. Red 6 gives the command for the formation to widen as they form a 4-ship square card formation. Now look right, pitch up to roll upside down. This is the corkscrew. Red 7 there working. The inside pilots perform tight match rolls to the outside of the formation in the rollbacks. Enid finish their rollbacks. Keep your eyes to the right. On the far right of that leader's benefit shape is Red 4. He's Flight Lieutenant Ollie Parr. He's a second-year pilot with the team. Ollie is a former Tornado GR4 pilot. He has also spent a tour as a Hawk flying instructor at Royal Air Force Valley on the island of Anglesey in North Wales, where we teach our advanced flying students. Keep looking to the left-hand side now to look apart. You'll now see them collapse to around 6 feet apart as they form short diamond formation at the top of this loop at 6,000 feet. They're led by Red 1 squadron leader Jim Turner. It's Jim's third and final year as the team's leader. He is a former Jaguar pilot, but he's very experienced in the display world, having displayed the Jaguar, spent 3 years previously with the Red Arrows, and more recently he has spent 3 years as the official advisor to the Royal Saudi Air Force's display team. That's Red 1's voice. Reds 2 and 3 acknowledge the move to Eagle. They do so with very metronomic cadence in their voices. The idea is that as they count 4 in their heads, the pilots extend their air brakes, and on counting 6 they retract their air brakes, which means that all 3 aircraft on each wing drop back in time to form Eagle. And in from the right now you'll see the Eagle roll. As the jets go upside down, boys and girls, the pilots will see you waving. Give them a big wave. Well, when the Red Arrows first formed, the aircraft they used was known as the Folland Gnat. That was the advanced jet trainer in the Royal Air Force in that era. In 1976, the Hawker Siddeley Hawk entered service. The code word for the Su-27 is flanker. Well, they're about to form a very wide shape now, so Reds 8 and 9 will move to the outside of the formation. And from Red 9's left wingtip through to Red 8's right wingtip, the formation will now measure 100 metres or 300 feet wide to enable the formation to be moved as one, the outside in Red 1's voice commands. But now, coming in from the left, this very wide shape, they're going to be putting on some very patriotic red, white and blue. If we can please have a big round of applause as they show you Phoenix. On the leader's right wing now is the first of our 2 first-year pilots for this year. He's Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Stu Campbell. Stu is a former instructor on the Tucano aircraft teaching basic fast jet training. He was also the Tucano display pilot. He then went on to fly the Tornado GR4 operationally. Out to the right, the team have formed our trademark shape, and in true 70s style, all 9 jets will now smoke in the diamond roll. Another big wave, boys and girls! Well, we fly our formations with the odd-numbered pilots on the left-hand side, the even-numbered pilots fly on the right-hand side, and in their 3-year tour with the team, the pilots will generally start at the front near the leader, and as their proficiency improves, they move further back. On the leader's left wing now is Red 3, Flight Lieutenant Joe Hurston, who is our other first-year pilot this year. Joe is a former Hawk flying instructor, and operationally he flew the Tornado GR4 also. In fact, Joe is the only pilot on the team who has flown this version of Hawk, the Hawk T Mark 1. He's also instructed on the Royal Air Force, pulling up at 4G at 400 miles an hour. shape starts to change again, and as they reach the top of this loop at 6,000 feet or a mile above us, you'll see Reds 2, 3 and 4 move forward. Reds 8 and 9 also move forward to form a feathered arrow shape. At the top of this loop, the jets have slowed down to about 150 miles an hour. The G's backed off to around 1G, but as they come down the other side, they're accelerating now back to 400 miles an hour. The G's building up to 4G as they show us feathered arrow, which is a bit of a mouthful, so we call it Fred. Well, that's the end of the first half of the Red Arrows display, ladies and gentlemen. So far, you've seen all 9 aircraft together performing close formation aerobatics. We're now going to...
Coming right now.
Cameras ready for the twister. Getting very busy with the red smoke on. He's Red 5, Flight Lieutenant Steve Morris. It is Steve's second year with the team. He is a former Hawk flying instructor, and operationally he's flown both the Harrier GR9 and the Tornado GR4 before donning his red suit last year. Now directly above the control tower you'll see Jippo. For the Jippo break. Reds 1 to 5, 8 and 9, pull up in Phoenix. Keep your eyes on the synchro pair with the blue smoke underneath. This is the palm split. With his smoke changing from blue on the left-hand side, pitching up now is Red 6. Jippo, pass. The synchro pair leave their... That is Red 9, who's now going to fly the Goose. Climbing steeply with a red, white and blue stripe is Red 9, Flight Lieutenant Mike Child. Red 9, Mike Child, is in his third year with the team. He's a former Hawk instructor, Hawk display pilot, and operationally flew the Typhoon, the Royal Air Force's new multi-role combat aircraft that you'll see display this afternoon. Enid climbs steeply to our right, look directly to the front to find the synchro pair. Now keep your eyes looking to the top left of the heart. Here comes Red 8 with a final touch. Red 8 is Flight Lieutenant Martin Pert. He's another third-year pilot with the team, and he flew the Hawk and the Harrier before joining the Red Arrows. Cameras ready. Now look to the front where you'll see Enid have been joined by Reds 8 and 9. Red 1 now twist them through 90 degrees in a quarter clover. Now get your cameras ready. This is the vertical brake. Left and right again. The pilots are putting 6G in each cockpit and they're going to cross 3 times. Watch how they swap the smoke colour and each of these 3 crosses using the individual colour control buttons on each of the aircraft's control columns. Now look to your right, 45 degrees, just above the cream flight. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a big round of applause for the synchro pair! Now look directly to the front. Libya, Iraq and Afghanistan. It also became a qualified. We are the Royal Air Force Aerobatic team, the Red Arrows. And he'll put a little bit of white smoke out. There's his smoke and you'll see it drift as we look from right to left, whereas the pilot's looking from left to right. So what I did yesterday is as the guys taxied past, I got a big round of applause for them all. So this is Red 1, squadron leader, Jim Turner. Giving you a wave back there, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in now, one of our first year pilots, Red 2, Flight Lieutenant Hugh Campbell. Now just approaching the central point is Red 3, Flight Lieutenant Joe Hurston. Red 4 approaching now is Flight Lieutenant Ollie Parr. Just touching down now, another blip of white smoke as the boss's smoke had gone. Here he is, he's the crazy twister pilot, Red 5, Flight Lieutenant Steve Morris. Touching the deck now is